What's good? Today I want to do a breakdown for Soaked in Bleach. There is another one, but I want this one to be like a on-screen breakdown. The other one was a breakdown with me explaining the instruments. But yeah, you get this chance to see my computer screen. So I'm just gonna play a bit of it, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip right into the next part. And then the chorus part. The reason I call that the chorus part is because it was supposed to be the chorus part. Soaked in Bleach doesn't have a chorus. It's just, I think this was the layout, if I'm not mistaken. It's about, what? Yeah, this does look roundabout like how it was laid out in the beginning. Yeah. So I'm just going to go through the elements. Just, you'll see that, like, you can see that it's a very, very simply laid out beat. This was one of those beats where P called me up and he was like, look, bruh, I want to come through the studio. I've got some stuff I want to lay down. Yeah, there was a lot going on at the time. And that's when I made the beat, like right there, when we put the phone down. Must have been maybe like four or so. I don't know what time it was. I'm struggling to remember. But he came through, he wrote. He actually had an interview to handle before that, but he came through, he wrote, and after that interview he handled at my place. Then the guys left and then we recorded this track, and that was it. Cool. I'm gonna go through the chords first. I have no idea how I came up with these chords. Whenever I listen to this beat, coming back to these chords, they don't sound correct. They don't sound musically correct, but they work. So, and I'm not gonna be able to explain to you what I was doing, but yeah. This chord here, this fourth one especially bothers me. I'm sure if there's any musicians out there, then you'll be able to let me know what it is that's wrong with them. But something just doesn't sound correct. But it works. It seems to resolve itself some way. So there's a sound that's missing, it would seem. But I replaced it. I replaced that silent with a silent here at the bottom. Cool. So the singing that you're hearing, or that like eerie vocal you're hearing in the background, is me. I'm just gonna play a bit of it by itself. Okay. Then this is what I did over the chorus. Keep calling it the chorus, not the chorus. This is what I did at one of the crescendos of the song. Okay. So I'm terrified to look at the chain. I don't want to undo anything because it's probably super embarrassing. So let's see what's going on. Yeah, here we go. Cool. So this is it. Oh my. Okay. So we've got auto tune running. We've got a distortion, fast distortion, stock distortion, and then an EQ just to take out literally everything that you would consider a typical vocal range. This area over here. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted it to sound like an instrument, and it's in the background, and I'm sure there's some kind of reverb on it somewhere. Where is it? There is... Huh. That's very strange. I'm sure it's been bussed in. I'm just not sure where from. Let me go back and see what else is going on. Yeah, so there were two distinct loops. It was what's happening here, the like subdued part, and then it goes through that again. Then it's the two like hyped up parts, and then it goes to the subdued part again, and then it goes to the hyped up part, and then continues on. Next, we have bass line. This is the silent. There we go. Cool. And that's just following the notes from here, from this sample. It's just following that here. Okay, that comes and goes as it pleases. Okay, and then we're gonna go into the, that was it. That's it in terms of the melody. That, the chords, the vocal, that bass line, we're done. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. It's a terrible kick. But it works. It's closed off. I needed it to be very, very closed off. You can see what I did. I've limited where it goes. There isn't a lot happening. You can see here, it's very, it's contained. We'll say that. It's very contained. What happens? Then it changes up. Oh, just got things in the wrong channel. Okay, that's a snare, random snare. This is fully open though. Okay, not much going on here in terms of effects. Just generally, if I look just sweeping through here, if you look over here while I'm sweeping through, EQ, some auto tune, that's the vocal, some more EQ, auto tune, a bit more EQ, and that's it. Not a lot going on, but you can see what I've done here with these, the sounds that are in the track. They are, everything's low, so everything's really, really low down. I wanted to make as much space as possible so that we could hear what P is saying during the track. Okay. Okay, so this is the snare that hits during the verse, well, during the beginning part of the track, also very subdued. All this is doing, I'm just accentuating a particular part. The part that I want to strike is this part here, and then I've cut out a lot of what's going on here at the top end. So there I was just soloed out that part so you can hear exactly what it was that I was bringing out. I wanted it to hit, but from far away, and I think I achieved that. Okay, going back into the chorus. See what this is. This looks like it's the vocal sample, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. What are these? Oh, literally just two words. Love is. I brought it out here, chopped it using slicer, and then I just placed it. That's it. auto-tuned it slightly, actually quite a bit. And I did some EQ. I don't know what I was doing here. I think I essentially was, yeah, trying to do what I was doing here. Yep. Okay. Next element looks like a kick. Yeah. Wow. So it's the exact same kick that I used for the verse, just this one doesn't have anything on it. It's weird. Okay. Again, just sound selection. No EQs or anything. And then the last sound is one that's like a, it's very important for me. I think this is probably one of the more important sounds in the track. It's the transition. Let me just play it so you can hear it. Don't underrate your transitions. They can really make or break the track. So here's the track without it. It's nice, but this is better. Yep, cool. So that's it. From there, it goes right back into the more subdued section. And then later on it builds up again and then goes into this whole section. And then I remember for the Kurt Cobain speech, I think, what did I do? I think I just multiplied a little bit of whatever's happening here onwards, and then that made it quite long. Soaked in Bleach is quite a long track. It's either that or this was it. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. I can't be sure. But that's the majority of the track. Well, that's the whole track. The whole beat explained. The master channel, that's it. I think it's just a Maximus. It's just Maximus, which then I would have deactivated to send the separates across to Cubase so that I can actually mix it again. The beat mixing that I do in Cubase is not extensive. I've done most of it here. What you're seeing here is the beat maybe 90% done with the mixing. The rest is just touch-ups, and then if I'm introducing different vocals, if the artist is introducing a lot of different vocals, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make space in the beat so that the artist can do what they need to do. So it's not a lot of changing. If anything, it's just cutting of certain frequencies, and that's it. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video there. If there are any other tracks or any other beats that you want me to go over, any other topics in particular you want me to possibly dive in and I could do a new video on, just leave that in the comment section, and yeah, I'll answer whatever comes through. Peace.